My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and the host of this show, To Take Your Life Back Today show. Folks, denial. When it helps, when it hurts. Denial is a coping mechanism that gives you time to adjust to distressing situations. But staying in denial can interfere with treatment or your ability to tackle challenges. If you are in denial, my friends, you're trying to protect yourself by refusing to accept the truth about something that's happening in your life. In some cases, my friends, initial short-term denial can be a good thing, giving you time to adjust to painful or stressful issues in your life. It might also be a precursor to making some sort of change in your life right now. But denial has a very dark side. Find out when denial is unhealthy and how to move past denial. We need to somehow become more acceptance to our own situations, our own lifestyles, and our own bad things that we might be dealing with. Understanding denial and its purpose, refusing to acknowledge that something is wrong, is a way of coping with emotional conflict, stress, painful thoughts, threatening information, and of course, anxiety. You can be in denial about anything that makes you feel vulnerable or threatens your sense of control, such as an illness, addiction, eating disorder, personal violence, financial problems, or relationship conflicts. You can be in denial about something happening to you or to someone else in your life. When you're in denial, my friends, you won't acknowledge a difficult situation, try not to face the facts of the problem, downplay possible consequences of the issue at hand. When in denial, what can be helpful? Refusing to face facts might seem unhealthy. Sometimes, though, a short period of denial can be helpful. Being in denial gives you the mind the opportunity to unconsciously absorb shocking and or distressing information at a pace that won't send you into a psychological tailspin. For an example, listen, my friends, after a traumatic event, you might need several days or weeks to process what's happened and come to grips with the challenges ahead. Imagine what might happen if you find a lump on your throat. You might feel a rush of fear and adrenaline as you imagine it's cancer. So you ignore the lump, hoping that it'll go away on its own. But when the lump is still there, a week, a month later, you finally consult a doctor. This type of denial is a helpful response to stressful information. You initially denied the distressing problem, but as your mind absorbed the possibility, you began to approach the problem more rationally and took action by seeking help from a medical professional. When denial can be harmful, it will be harmful. But what if you had continued to be in denial about that lump? What if you never sought help? If denial persists and prevents you from taking appropriate action, such as consulting your doctor, it's a harmful response at best. Consider these examples of unhealthy denial. A college student witnesses a violent shooting but claims not to be affected by it. A partner of an older man in the end stage of life refuses to discuss healthcare directives and wills with him, insisting that he's getting better. Someone periodically misses morning work meetings after drinking excessively the night before, but insists there's no problem because the work is still getting done. A couple ringing up so much credit card debt that they toss the bills aside because they can't bear to open them. The parents of a teen with drug addiction keeps giving their child clothing money. A person with chest pain and shortness of breath doesn't believe. Those symptoms signal a heart attack and delays getting help. Those are just some examples. In situations such as these, denial might prevent you or your loved one from getting help, such as medical treatment or counseling, or dealing with the problem that's been spiraling out of control, all with potentially devastating long-term consequences. So what point do you move past denial? When faced with an overwhelming turn of events, it's okay to say, I just can't think about all of this right now. You might need time to work through what's happened and adapt to new circumstances. But it's important to realize that denial should only be a temporary measure. It won't change the reality of the situation. That I promise you from my own experience. It isn't always easy to tell if denial is holding you back. The strength of denial can change over time, especially for someone with chronic illness. Some periods are linked to less defensiveness, and at other times denial may be much stronger. If you feel stuck, or if someone you trust suggests that you're in denial, however, you might try these strategies I'm going to talk about. Honestly, my friends, honestly examine what you fear. Think about the potential negative consequences of what taking action will do. Allow yourself to express your fears and emotions. Try to identify irrational beliefs about your situations. Journal about your experience. Open up to a trusted friend or loved one. Participate in a support group. If you can't make progress dealing with a stressful situation on your own, you're stuck in denial phase. A phase you don't want to be in. Consider talking to a mental health provider. He or she can help you find healthy ways to cope with the situation rather than trying to pretend it doesn't even exist. When a loved one needs help moving beyond denial, friends, it is time to help. You might find it frustrating when someone you love is in denial about an important issue. But before demanding that your loved one face the facts, take a step back. Try to determine if he or she needs a little time to work through the issue on their own. At the same time, my friends, let the person know that you're open to talking about the subject, even if it makes both of you feel uncomfortable. Ultimately, this might give your loved one the security he or she needs to move forward. Your loved one may even be relieved when you bring the issue up. They might even be open to discussing it then. If your loved one is in denial about a serious health issue such as depression, cancer, or an addiction, broaching the issue might be especially difficult. Listen and offer your support. Don't try to force someone to seek treatment. Don't try to force someone, which could lead to angry confrontations. Offer to meet together with a doctor or mental health provider. Be there as a support to them. Call me. I can help at 844-405-HELP. Together, we can help each other take our lives back. We can listen to each other. Remember to be good to yourselves, and always remember to be good to others. A simple smile to a total stranger can make a big difference in their life. May God bless you, and may God bless this great country of America. And remember, denial is bad if you keep it inside. Approach the situation. God bless you, and take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.